Hey everyone, and welcome back. Ready to unlock the secrets to becoming a better communicator?
Always ready for that.
Today we're taking a deep dive into the world of TED Talks.
Oh, fascinating.
We'll be using insights from Chris Anderson.
Head of TED, right.
Exactly. To uncover some surprising truths about communication.
Like what?
Well, get this. It's not just about charisma.
Whoa, really? I always thought so.
Nope. There's so much more to it.
I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
One thing that really struck me is how Anderson emphasizes that even seasoned TED speakers,
You mean like the really famous ones?
yep, even they get nervous.
No way.
Oh yeah, take Sir Ken Robinson, for example.
You mean the education guy?
That's him.
Yeah.
His talk is one of the most watched TED Talks ever.
It is. Wow.
But you know what? He had major pre-show jitters.
Seriously, I can't imagine.
It's true. And it's not just him.
I guess no one likes public speaking, huh?
Well, Anderson says this nervousness actually stems from a universal fear of judgment.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But here's the cool part.
What's that?
He believes we can actually channel that nervous energy into something positive.
Turn anxiety into excitement.
Exactly. Even Elizabeth Gilbert,
Wait, the Eat, Pray, Love author.
the one and only.
Yeah.
She's talked about feeling terrified on the TED stage.
I bet, especially after her book became such a huge success.
Right. That pressure to deliver something amazing.
Oh, I can totally relate to that. Have you ever felt that way?
Definitely. And Anderson offers some great techniques for managing those nerves.
Like what?
Things like breathing exercises,
Okay, that makes sense.
visualization, and really connecting with the why behind your message.
So like your purpose.
Exactly. When you're grounded in your purpose, the nerves often start to fade.
That's good advice.
Oh. And I have to mention Amy Cuddy's TED Talk.
Oh, yeah. The one about body language.
You know it. Remember the power pose?
Oh, yeah, where you stand like a superhero.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Apparently, striking a confident stance before you speak can actually trick your brain into feeling more confident.
So it's all about faking it till you make it.
In a way.
Yeah.
I've actually tried it before presentations.
How'd it go?
I think it actually works.
I have to try that.
But, powerful communication goes beyond just our physical presence.
What else is there?
Well, one of the most important things Anderson highlights is storytelling.
Ah, stories.
Classic. They're powerful. They have this incredible ability to make ideas stick.
It was because they're engaging.
Exactly. They engage our emotions in a way that facts alone just can't.
Right. It's like you feel the story, not just hear it.
Exactly. Remember Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's talk, The Danger of a Single Story?
I don't think so. What was it about?
She talked about the power of stereotypes.
Important topic.
But what made it so impactful was how she used her own experience growing up reading British children's books to illustrate the point.
So she's a personal story.
Exactly. It just hit home in such a powerful way.
It's like you can really connect with the message when it's personal.
Right. And Anderson actually encourages speakers to find those personal anecdotes that directly connect with their core message.
To make it relatable.
Yes, it's about building a bridge to your audience through shared experiences and emotions.
I can see how that would make the message more impactful.
Absolutely. But, even a good story needs a good structure.
Oh, definitely. No one wants to listen to someone just ramble.
Exactly. Structure is key.
What kind of structure are we talking about?
Anderson recommends a clear structure for any talk or presentation: introduction, core message, examples, and conclusion.
It's like a roadmap for your talk.
Exactly. It provides a framework that makes it easier for the audience to follow along and absorb the key points.
So it's all about clarity.
Absolutely. And then there's this concept of a through line.
A through line, what's that?
It's like having one clear idea that connects your whole talk.
Like a common thread.
Exactly. Think about Jill Bolt Taylor's stroke of insight.
Refresh my memory. What was that one about?
She takes us through her experience of having a stroke,
Oh, wow.
and then she links it to the beauty of the human brain, all tied together by this theme of resilience.
So the stroke was the through line.
In a way, yes. It's about having that central idea that everything revolves around.
That makes sense. It helps to keep the audience focused.
Right. And you know what else is interesting?
What's that?
Anderson challenges the idea that great speakers are just born confident.
So it's not just a natural talent.
Not necessarily. He argues that confidence is a skill developed through practice and resilience.
You mean like anything else, you get better with practice?
Exactly. Even Brené Brown.
The vulnerability research.
Yes. She's admitted in her TED Talk that she used to feel super uncomfortable being personal on stage.
But her work is all about vulnerability.
It is. And that's precisely what resonated with so many people, her authenticity.
So being yourself is important.
Absolutely. Anderson is a huge advocate for preparation.
What kind of preparation?
Things like rehearsing your talk,
Makes sense.
getting feedback,
Yeah, that's always helpful.
even filming yourself.
Oh, wow. I don't know if I could do that.
It can be tough,
Yeah.
but it's really helpful to see yourself from the audience's perspective.
So it's about being self-aware.
Exactly. All of these things help you become more comfortable with the material and reduce anxiety.
So it's about building confidence through practice.
Exactly. He actually suggests practicing out loud 5 to 10 times.
5 to 10 times. That's a lot.
It seems like a lot, but it really does make your delivery smoother and more natural.
I'll have to try that.
I think you'd be surprised how much it helps. But you know what? Here's the thing.
What's that?
Communication isn't just for the stage, right?
What do you mean?
Well, Anderson sees strong communication as foundational for every area of life.
So it's not just about giving presentations.
It's so much more than that. From personal relationships to career success, communication is crucial.
I never thought about it like that before.
It's easy to think of communication as just public speaking, but it's really about connecting with others in a meaningful way, no matter the context.
That's a really good point. I've never thought about it that way before. It's really about connecting with others in a meaningful way, no matter the context. Think about Susan Cain's talk, The Power of Introverts.
Oh, I love that one.
It shows that even those who are naturally more reserved,
Like introverts.
exactly,
Yeah,
can become incredibly powerful communicators.
that's so inspiring.
It is. It's all about finding your own authentic style.
Right. And speaking of authenticity, Anderson talks a lot about finding your genuine voice.
Not trying to be someone you're not.
Exactly. It's about tapping into what makes you unique.
Makes sense. You have to be yourself.
Right. He emphasizes that audiences connect with authenticity.
It's like they can sense when you're being genuine.
Totally. Think of Simon Sinek's talk, How Great Leaders Inspire Action.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that one.
It wasn't about fancy visuals or anything.
What was it about then?
It was his genuine passion that captivated people.
You could feel his energy.
Right. It's like that energy is contagious.
Yeah, fake passion.
Totally. But you know what else is important?
What's that?
Empathy.
Empathy for the audience.
Exactly. Anderson talks about the importance of truly understanding your listeners.
So, like putting yourself in their shoes.
Yes. And tailoring your message to resonate with their experiences.
So it's not just about what you want to say, but how it will be received?
Exactly. He describes empathy as a two-way bridge.
A two-way bridge. Interesting.
It allows the speaker to not only connect with the audience,
But also to,
gauge their reactions.
like if they're bored or confused.
Exactly. And adjust their delivery in real time,
So it's like having a conversation.
even if it's one-sided in the moment.
That makes sense. So it's not just about delivering a canned speech.
It's about being present and responsive.
Which brings me to another point.
What's that?
How do you build that confidence to be present and responsive?
Especially if you're not naturally a confident speaker?
Right. Some people are just shy.
Well, Anderson actually challenges the notion that confidence is something you're born with.
So you can learn to be confident.
Absolutely. He believes it's a skill that develops through practice
Practice makes perfect, right?
and what he calls embracing the mess.
And embracing the mess. What does that even mean?
It's about being willing to make mistakes.
Oh, so it's okay to mess up.
Exactly. Learn from them and keep going.
Don't let fear hold you back.
It reminds me of something Brene Brown said in her TED Talk.
I think I know what you're going to say.
She talked about how perfectionism can actually hold us back.
Because you're afraid to make mistakes.
Exactly. It prevents us from taking risks and being vulnerable.
And vulnerability is important.
Absolutely. It's key to connecting with others authentically.
You have to be real.
Right. Anderson also emphasizes the importance of feedback.
Feedback from others.
Exactly. He encourages speakers to seek feedback from trusted sources.
So like mentors or friends.
Exactly. Not just to improve their delivery,
But also to,
refine their ideas, and ensure their message is truly resonating.
it's like having a second pair of eyes.
Right. It helps you see your blind spots.
That makes a lot of sense.
And this brings us back to the idea that communication is a lifelong journey of improvement.
You never stop learning.
It's a process of continual learning, refining, and evolving.
And the best part is,
What's that?
it's accessible to everyone.
Everyone can be a good communicator.
Absolutely. Regardless of your starting point, you can become a more confident and effective communicator.
That's so encouraging.
It really is. It means that anyone can learn to harness the power of communication,
to connect with others
share their ideas.
and make a difference in the world.
Exactly. And as we wrap up this deep dive,
It's been a great conversation.
it really has. There's one final thought from Chris Anderson that really resonates with me. It's about seeing communication not as a destination, but as an ongoing journey.
We're always learning, refining, and finding new ways to connect.
Exactly. It's a powerful reminder that we're all works in progress, and that's okay.
It's about progress, not perfection.
Right. The important thing is that we keep striving to improve
To connect authentically.
and share our ideas with the world.
I love that. So to anyone listening who's ever felt intimidated by public speaking,
Or even just struggle to get their point across in a meeting.
take heart. You're not alone.
You can absolutely become a more confident and engaging communicator.
We've all been there.
This deep dive has given you some amazing insights
Drawn from the world of TED,
and the wisdom of Chris Anderson.
now it's up to you to take these tools and put them into practice.
Start small,
Practice with friends, family.
or even your pet.
Pay attention to how people respond.
Every conversation is a chance to refine your skills.
Exactly. And most importantly,
Have fun with it.
communication should be enjoyable.
When you're genuinely passionate about your message, that energy is contagious.
So to our listeners, we say this. Go out there and connect.
Share your ideas.
Tell your stories.
You have a voice.
And the world is waiting to hear it.
And remember, we're all in this together.
Keep learning
Keep growing.
and keep those conversations flowing.
That's it for today's deep dive.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep connecting, and keep diving deep.